Okay, is there audio? Am I coming through? My bar is lighting up on my end. Hello, hello, hello. Audible. Excellent. The fix I've learned after a lot of trial and error, having problems streaming, I've learned that the fix is always to just turn off whatever you're using and turn it back on. Or like, switch to a different audio source and switch back. That always fixes it. I don't know what the problem was ever. But yes, now sponsored by Audible. I am later than normal because I was co-judging a composition competition that Ryan Leach puts on. You should go check out Ryan Leach's YouTube channel if you haven't. He's got lots and lots of cool orchestration and composition tips that are always very helpful, and he puts on composition competitions a couple times a year that are always super fun. So, that was super fun. Super fun. I need to buy a thesaurus. That was exciting. That was vibrant. Okay, so today, Rendezvous with the Ship. I believe there's 3 Rendezvous with the Ship tracks. There's so I think that they're all different parts of the cutscene where Link meets the King of Red Lions. Because we just got last week we just got thrown out of the Forsaken Fortress by Ganondorf, or Ganondorf, tipped his head. Not like that. It was way cooler than that. It was like, and then the bird chucks ya. Anyway, so I think this is when you wake up and you're in the red boat, the King of Red Lions, and he turns his head around and is like, surprise, I can talk. I'm pretty sure that's what this music is from. So let's see how it goes. We got a trumpet, harp. Oh man, I don't want all instruments. There's way too many options. Trumpet in B flat. Strings, but I do need all instruments to get a strings reduction. Is that it? Oh, I should do all these in one Sibelius file. Harp, that's right. There's some other stuff too. Please, sir. Harp is not a band instrument? In what universe? Harp. There we go. I guess, yeah, a harp is not a band instrument if you're thinking like a high school band class. Okay, we gotta tell it to show us the instrument names so we know what we're writing for. Yeah, so this makes sense. There's definitely 3 different musical cues that each have a loop. Like this one just loops on a held string pad. This. Until you get to a point in the conversation where it moves on to the next one. And this is the like, whoa, a talking boat? Wow, I can't believe it. One, I believe. Bop. Me. I probably have to turn Sibelius up a bit, hey? Let's see. A little sforzando on that note. Ba! What else am I missing here? There's some timpani or something? Boom, boom. Timp. And snare drum too. Snare drum. Boom, boom. I'll dot it, whatever. What was the snare drum doing? Just one hit. Gain down rhythms. I'm a drummer. Like, I started out as a drummer. That was my first instrument. So I think I might have an unfair advantage as far as rhythms are concerned, because I've just done a ton of practice reading hard rhythms. But I guess that's how you do it, is you read hard rhythms and practice them. Get a book of, or you can probably find online snare drum solos, the Will Coxon snare drum solos, or I'm sure there's a bunch of cool classical ones that I don't really know about, but, and just practice reading them. what's the I have it on my bookshelf over there. There's a book called Syncopation. It's like the jazz drummer's Bible, where it's just like pages and pages and pages of rhythms. And so there's all these exercises you can do, like try and play something. Play the jazz ride beat with your right hand and then play the rhythms with your left hand, or split between your left hand and foot. But it's just a bunch of syncopated rhythms, so that could be good for practicing if you need practice getting rhythms down easy, ingrained. So this is just a held G. Okay, so we need to get that harp run. That's the only thing we're missing. Let's see. So what we'll get the note that starts on. Note that ends on is probably G. Not a timpani run. Yeah. Oh wait. I don't know. We'll put some G's up there. We'll fix it. Mo. G to G. Okay. It is just G to G. So let's see. Where does it end though? What beat does it end on? So it ends on beat 3. Or it hits the high G at beat 3 and then goes da 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 da. Maybe I'll do like something like that. Should we be lazy and do that? Or what's the way to do this? Because I think it is just going down like a G, whatever, Mixolydian scale. Can we do this? This won't sound right, but it'll look right. Yeah, it won't sound right at all. I wonder if there's a way we can do. You know what I might do here? There's no way to know who wrote this one because it is not credited specifically, but it is either Kenta Nagata or Hajime Wakai or Toru Minagishi. My guess would be either Wakai or Nagata. Or Koji Kondo. Like, probably not him. Least likely of all him. Here's what we'll do. So what is this? 16 notes? 15 notes? 15 notes split between 3 beats is 5 notes per beat. So we'll do... Oh, wait. Sorry. Like that. Okay, let's see. I think that's the right run. So then this will hide. Whoops. And then hide the whole staff. Like this. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, and we need the tempo too. Man, even for such a short and easy little piece, there's all these little fiddly things you have to do. How fast is that? Like 130? 132 maybe? Ah! I didn't play my hidden harp. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I want to play it. Come on. Okay, this is not helping. Okay, never mind. This is not for an upcoming vid I'm working on. This is for fun. This is because I love Wind Waker, and I love the music, and I want to transcribe all the music, and to justify the time spent, I am going to do it on stream. That's what it is. Okay, let's see. Okay. I have to turn on a setting. Okay. Well, we heard it. That sounded right. And then the string pad, oops, started there. No, I'm wrong. It's a Dorian scale. There we go. That sounds right. Okay. And then this note holds forever until you get to the next point in the conversation, at which point we get this. Okay, well, I am going to hide this for now, and I'll find that setting later. Or maybe since it's not just, or I guess I should put a key signature in. And then I can just write a gliss, right? How does it work? When harpists gliss, they gliss to the key center, I assume, right? Oh yeah, it doesn't work now. Whatever. Okay. Oh no, there's some more. This isn't the whole thing. Okay. I was too hasty. So, let's see here. Doom. Bits. And then there was a tambourine too, so we need to add tambo. And put that there. Boom. See, now the rhythm of this is super tricky to place. Ends on a G again. I'm going 1, 2, shigga digga dot. That's what I'll do. It's something like that, you know. Something like that. My guess is, I'm gonna put my guess. Yeah, that sounded kind of close to right. I think it started on this low D. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like that kind of thing. That sounded right. Okay, sick. Okay, now we put a fermata on. And a double bar line. I mean, let's double check to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that was it. Hold on here. Boom. Yeah, okay. Oh! I was wrong! Okay, I'm getting too hasty here. Maybe I should leave the fermata on there just because who knows how long that note is being held for. Oh, okay, so it actually... That's funny. So it loops this little flutter too. Okay, here. Okay, we gotta get that harp thing is just a hair different than the other harp thing. Okay, it's not different, it just starts on the beat instead of starting off the beat. So we'll do a sextuplet. I don't need to put pits, I guess. Well, I will, just in case people forget. Not making a system. What am I doing here? Oh, hide. Hide empty staves. And then I'll put a page break. Maybe I'll put like loop. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we can go to the next one. And the next one is Rendezvous with the Ship 2. This is... This must be like, are you ready to go on an adventure? I don't think... I know there's a part where he talks about Ganon. And you see Ganon's back all surrounded by flames, and that has creepy music. This is not creepy enough to be that, but... oh yeah, so we need to put in... What do we need to put in? Little tuba. How fast do you think this is? Yeah, go with 90 and we'll see. Okay, well, I'll just put in a bunch of brass. Let's see. Tuba. Trombone. And horn. And I'm going to hide it for these. Because it is technically a different track on the soundtrack. You know, I did not know that Hajime Wakai worked on Pokemon Stadium, and I haven't checked out that soundtrack at all. So I should, because I love Hajime Wakai. He's my favorite. He did Star Fox 64, actually. Him and Koji Kondo tag teamed. That is going to be the subject of a future video. Nintendo went and dropped that Star Fox Direct and just changed my whole work schedule for the month. I'm like, oh, well, now I got to do this. Which I'm into, but I shouldn't complain. But it was kind of funny. Like, whoops, now this is what I'm doing. Boom. Bop. Ooh, tambourine's getting a little fancy. Okay, come on. Excuse me. Okay, you should. Transcribing N64 music is fun too, because the samples are pretty rudimentary, so it's actually easier. And there's not as many voices. It's a good middle ground. Transcribing Super Nintendo music is super easy, because you know there's only 8 voices. You know, or like NES music is usually pretty easy, because you know there's only 3 voices. Although the voices move very, very fast, so that makes it harder for a different reason. But this is a good, like, N64 is a really good, like, work on transcribing, you know, orchestral music task, I've found. Oh, a sec. Okay, yeah. I should make this a bass trombone probably. Or a trombone, no trombone can hit this, right? I should maybe make a bass trombone. Where's my, oh, yeah, of course. Or maybe not, I don't know. I'll leave it for now. So the first two bars are just tuba by itself, I believe. And then the trombone comes in on bar 3. That's what I'm hearing. Spinda. Does the tambourine do those little grace notes every time? Let's see. No, it doesn't. Okay, so now we add more trombones. Alright, this should be a bass trombone. Okay. We'll add bass trombone. Put that there. Because then now these are regular trombones. Or it's just a funny sample. Who knows? What's the bottom note on those trombones? Ba. Little C and F. Duad. Dyad? Is there a word for a 2-note chord that's not a power chord? Inverted power chord? Fourth, I guess you just call it a fourth, but F5 over C. Ooh. A little extra. Okay, then this probably repeats, and then we add another brass layer. Let's see. Ooh, fifths. You're doing a stack of fifths. Now, see, is this... Ooh, nice. Now are these horns... I don't think I'm putting a C on these horns too. I think the C is just there. It was a little too slow. Oh, but that was just my guess. That's pretty good for a guess. That might be a little too slow too. Hold on, where are we now? That might be a trombone too, actually. Okay. Oops. So we want... I think here is where they move. I believe. Oh, we're still in the key of F. Is that okay? I guess so. Well, maybe this is lazy, actually. What I'll do is I'll put Q. L-E-L. Here's what I want to do for this harp gliss. I know we're jumping backwards here, but I want to make it a 15 tuplet that crosses the bar line. Don't say this again. I don't want to hear that. I know you can do it. So how do you do it? Whatever. No, because it's a 14 tuplet. Here's what we'll do. This we'll do 10 tuplet, deck tuplet. And we will beep, boop, like that. And then can we just put 15 like that? That doesn't look very good though. Or I guess we don't need to put 15 because it doesn't need to be in time. It's just a run. Okay, nice. That solves that problem. Now I can hide this and I can take out the key signature because it's not really in the key of F, is it? It's just... It's kind of got... It feels like the key of G. I guess it feels this feels like the key of C, but then here we're kind of pedaling on the 5th. So it does feel like it's in the key of C, and then we have these C bass notes, so it really feels like the key of C. And then we get some mode mixture with this E flat power chord over our C bass note. Okay. I think it does this. Doesn't really sound like horns on top though, yeah. It might be trumpet. Maybe I'll make these all trumpet. X the horns. And maybe there are, maybe it is 2 trumpets. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Alright, now it's, what are these chords now? I've got band kid physiognomy. That makes sense. That tracks. I spent a few summers at band camp, I can tell you. There's a G in there, but what's the other trombone note? Let's see if we can figure it out. I think it drops down to a C. And then... Is it just a D on top? I think it might be. Sounds right. Hold on, I'm getting lost. Okay. The G pad comes in again. And we get another run of these. Probably this whole thing is going to repeat, so let's see. I wonder if there's a way, if I put these all in one staff, is it too cramped? No, that's fine. Okay, now we have a nice, the phrase isn't cut off in the middle of a page, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I almost missed. I need the nice little second rub there. That's fun. Little cluster. These are fun. Is it more fun to have these on a reduced like brass stave and then you can really see what's going on? No, then it doesn't feel like a full score. Okay, never mind. Forget I said anything. You could probably hide the trumpet and the snare drum. We'll hide the strings for now, maybe. I don't hate that. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay. I'm pretty sure these D's probably there's a trumpet doubling this G. That's the vibe I'm getting. So I'm gonna put that, but. And then where's it loop back to? Oh, back to here, obviously. Okay. Boom, another one done. Easy peasy. Let's listen to it, I suppose, and make sure everything's in order. Probably turn down the tambourine, but it won't tell me which one is the tambourine. So, oh, here we go. Woodwaker Wednesday, let's go! I guess I should. Those trumpets are too loud. I'm gonna make everything mezzo piano. Okay, sorry. Where were we? There we go. Kind of boring to listen to, but vibey. I wonder, do tuba players like stuff like this where they're just playing the same thing over and over? I'm sure that happens a lot. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the live transcription. So this is a cool, like, the idea is stacked fifths. You can see the brass players always play fourths everywhere. You know? That's a chord you've heard before 100 times. So it's cool to open it up to fifths. It has a slightly different vibe. And then moving that fifth around. Very open sound, open chords, quintal voicings, I guess, is what you call them if you're trying to sound annoying. Anyway. Oh yeah. Iconic joke, the tuba player. Lesson 1 learns a C, lesson 2 learns a G. I can't make the next lesson because I have a gig. build your own joke, etc., etc. That's funny. Okay, now we'll go to rendezvous with the ship 3. Maybe the last one was the Ganondorf, threatening Ganondorf music, because this is definitely the like, are you sure you want to come on an adventure, Link? Yes, I do. Okay, then. Ah, but I have no sail. You know? It's a cool development of this piece, of this part. Okay. But there's definitely a horn in this one. So let's see. Add horn in F. No key. No key for me. No, don't make it fit. Hide. Oh. And it brings back this melody that from the very beginning. That's fun. I like that. How fun. Okay. Snare drum, which we already have. Okay, let's just get the melody. Mom. Oh, I guess I should put a staccato on. Oh, I did. Pa-ba-dee-da-da. How'd it go? Ba-ba-boo. Ba. Something like that. Let's see. And the tuba kicks into double time. Sorry, I missed this part. Oh, it's just a help note. I remember that note. Flat 7. Ooh, let me get some strings. Arco. I'm guessing the strings are doing the same stacked fifth voicings. I would guess this is a Hajime Wakai piece because of the like weird harmony, stacked fifths, the unnameable. It's not like weird, like crunchy, but just like going for these chords that aren't standard is a very Wakai move. Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's the loop. Okay. Easy peasy. Okay, so we'll do... Oh yeah, snare drum. Okay, so I have to show snare drum. And I can never remember where anything is. Okay. Snare drum. Give me that. Definitely a bassoon on this one. Okay, let's see. I think so. You don't think it's just a very hot sample? It does have like a throatiness. I really don't know enough about tuba to know, I guess. I could double with bassoon. I could do that. Oh, right. What am I listening for? Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, sorry. I need to get this. So let's see what bum is the top note. Bum. Might just be trombones. I might have taken the trumpets out. I think it's it does capture a very distinct like determination without the big grandiose adventure quality, you know? It's really perfect for the scene. It's like, yeah, I am gonna take this on, you know? Oh, the D flat's not in there though. Okay, so bass trombone is still rocking, I believe. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Contemplative. That's a good word. Oh. Is there a trombone doing this sus 4 to 3 thing? I might just go double. This is maybe super lazy. Double contrabassoon. It is lazy. But am I hearing a trumpet on this D? I am. There's definitely one on the B flat too. Shagadang. Oh, wait a minute. No, yeah, okay. Is this going? Okay, I might have to go back here. Yeah, I missed this. So when they go shagadang, these trick 16th note bits, the bass trombone is also doing that, and I didn't put that in at all. Here we go. Or is it not? It's really hard to tell. I'm gonna say it's maybe not. It really does have Fire Emblem vibes. No, I think it doesn't actually. Okay. It's doing its own thing. Oops. Alright, so let's see. So we're trying to listen for this trombone. I don't really hear it. It does kind of sound like it should be there though. It wouldn't be a G, would it? A little time for a little guess and check here. What sounds more right? Definitely hearing these two up top for both of these chords. Thank you so much, Flo K. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's very nice. I feel like it might be kind of C power chords because I don't hear any change in the chord. It's the melody that's giving it the change from sus4 to 3 here. So I'm not really hearing a G, but it sounds thicker than if there were no G, you know? So the G's probably just kind of folding into the overtones of the root. I thought I heard a low B flat there for a second. I definitely hear a low B flat now. Oh man, I love when a note reveals itself to you after you've been trying to hear it for a while. That is the best. But then, so what the heck is going on there? I do not have perfect pitch. It's just from transcribing video game music for this channel so much that my ears have gotten good. They're not even that good, to be honest. Hence all the guessing and checking. I'm still hearing that B flat. Is it? Is this really what it is? I just want to keep 2 trombones on the trombone staff because that's what we've had. Maybe there aren't 2, but does that sound right? For now, I'm going to leave it by itself and assume that I'm missing something. Bass bone is on a low F. Oh, I think it might be a B flat actually, now that you say that. That's really weird though. I think maybe I'm hearing this trombone. No, you're right, they are lower. Interesting. Yeah, that does sound better. So then maybe... No, I don't think there would be a low F. I can't tell. This is not interesting to watch, I'm sure. Sorry, everyone. How's everyone's day going? I think he might be doing bomb, 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 ba ba bomb, like that. Because I feel like sometimes I hear a C and sometimes I hear a B flat. Yeah, that's definitely what he's doing. Okay. And then... Now, are the rest of them doing that too? Are my ears getting tired or something? I was trying to second guess all my decisions. Okay. I feel like I maybe gotta take a break or something. This is what I'm hearing. But that's definitely not it. Like, that doesn't sound right. So I lost something that I had before, which is annoying. Doesn't sound quite right either, though. Doesn't change at all the whole time, though. Maybe we should take a cue from these. He's definitely going for a stack of fifths based on B flat. Good idea, Sylvian. Take a break into the timpani. However, the timpani is quite easy, so it won't be a very long break. Is the bass on the strings moving? No, it's not. I might be getting tricked here. I might be getting tricked because of the C's hitting on the beat, where you think that every note above it is a C, but it's not. Like, what happens if we... stop. If we do this. Although he's probably not playing the seventh right below the root that low. That would be crazy. Although he is doing that definitely like on these beats. So maybe he is. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna put this. And then the trumpets, I'll go. I'll keep it there. Oh, is it? Maybe the trumpets I will move. No, I won't. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to do it like this. I've decided this is what it is. And now we'll see. Does it sound right or totally off? How wrong does it sound? Does it sound wrong? It's like this F maybe isn't there. Let's see here. I think it's in there. Maybe I'll put everything at mezzo forte and see if that balances. I guess trumpets are pretty low in the register, so. See, I keep going back and forth between hearing it play as C and not. I think this is actually right. Definitely close enough where I think I just gotta live with it at this point. Okay, that's what we got. Okay, we've been doing this for 1 hour. I think it's time to call it. And next week I will be a little earlier and go a little longer. Next week is exciting because we have Windfall Island next, and then after that is the Potion Shop. So that's going to be cool. The Potion Shop one is super fun. Yeah, thank you guys all for coming. I do have a Windfall Island transcription, but it's really old. That's like a really early one that I did, so I'm going to pull it out for next week and we can clean it up. That'll be fun. It'll be fun to do one that's not just a cutscene for the first time in a couple weeks. Not like, Mickey Mousing some scene that you can't see. But this was fun. Some good. The harp was good. Harp moment. That was a good moment. These little doodly-doodlies. Trying to hear brass intervals is hard. Yeah, thanks for coming. And let me know. Well, whatever. Yeah, next week. Until next time. Bring some questions or theories or queries. Okay. Anyways, have a good one. Everyone have a wild and wacky and wonderful Wednesday. Bye!